You will be amazed by this comeback. I cannot believe it myself that I was able to pull this game and actually win it in the end after what you will see is going to be an incredibly hard situation. Now, as you can see right now, I'm being Tor rushed and the defense is not looking good. I'm in a lot of trouble. I try to guide you through the thought process here in this game and what my decision making was and what was the reasoning behind it. So far I'm trying to defend my natural as well. This is my defense point. I'm trying to snipe the siege tank with the blink stalkers, but I failed to do so. Pretty much my entire army, my entire natural is being destroyed, including my probes. My shield batteries are finishing, but there's nothing here to defend anymore. The siege tank is sieged, and there's a Tor on my stalkers. There's not much I can do here in the natural, so I decide to recall my army and a couple of probes away, and I will still try to defend my main base. My army is looking extremely small. I'm trying to build a shield battery to help me defend, but there's not much I can do. I'm trying to blink down to the low ground to catch the reinforcements of the Terran player, and I managed to catch a siege tank that is reinforcing from the Terran side, and I'll try to buy myself more time with the Stalker, but the Terran immediately goes to my main base. I still am trying to kill the second siege tank because I do believe this is the hardest thing for me to kill once it sieges up, so the moment it is unsieged I will try to do something about it. I'm poking and poking as much as I can with the Stalkers and buying myself as much time to get additional weapons. Even additional one single Stalker would be nice. I see the Marines being on the top of the ramp, so the siege tank is exposed and I snipe it with the Stalkers from the low ground. My only defense and the shield battery has been killed. I warp in the last set of units. I pull everything that I have, I blink forward and I try to defend my main base. There's still reinforcements coming from the Terran, a Viking and a siege tank, and I have only a couple of probes, couple of Stalkers. I try to target fire the Tor that SCVs are repairing, and I barely managed to win the fight, but there's still the siege tank and the Viking left. And I lose additional probes. I'm left with 8 probes, 2 Stalkers and an adept. In the meantime, the Terran is on one base. I had to mention that, of course, because I did not. The Terran is on one base. He pulled some of the SCVs, but he did not pull all the SCVs. I'm on 19 supply right now, and the comeback starts. I immediately go across the map with the Stalkers and an Observer to blink into the main, see what his SCV count is, if he has an expansion or something. I believe he will not be ready for this move, so I go immediately to the main base. I would suggest, I would think that he would be defending the natural base first. So I blink into the main base, I snipe a couple of SCVs. It's crucial that I have 4 Stalkers here, because 4 Stalkers one-shot Marines, they one-shot SCVs. The Terran defends this very nicely. As you can see, he's kind of like moving towards the Stalkers. He was trying to catch me, blinking down, but I was quickly enough to defend this position, and I did not lose a single Stalker there. The Terran still uses a scan to kill my Observer, but I still am left with like 4 Stalkers. The Terran has like plenty of Marines, couple of siege tanks, and I'm just rebuilding my economy right now. The Terran moves out with 3 siege tanks and 2 Vikings landed. I'm like, oh my god, this is impossible for me to win, but I'll give it my best. I have 1 adept and 4 Stalkers versus this army, so I try to go around the Terran army, blink back just to buy as much time as possible. Every second that goes by gives me an additional unit, and every unit counts for me because I have so little. Once again, the Terran moves back, so I gain additional couple of seconds. Of Marines here and there. I managed to snipe a couple of units for free without losing any units whatsoever. I see that he has siege tank in the main base, thinking that he's ready for a base race, so I'm trying to catch this army from behind as much as possible. Even a single SCV, a single Marine killed would be amazing for me, because I cannot do anything on the other side of the map because there is a siege tank siege there, so I'm trying to defend my main base. Right now, I'm only with 8 Stalkers versus this entire army, but I have the micro advantage. The Terran scans forward, the tanks are still not sieged, so I try to go for at least 1 siege tank snipe. I don't manage to do it from the right side, but I do it from the left side. I blink back, and I save most of my Stalkers. The Terran is only 1 siege tank less, but my army is getting bigger. I can see there's no reinforcements coming here, so I think that this is a good position for me to try to break through. I'll be able to warp in 1 Zealot here, and I will try to break through the army before the reinforcements arrive. I send the Zealot first to tank the tank damage, and then I'll blink in forward to snipe the siege tanks. Here we go. tanks shoot the zealots first, so they don't, the zealot takes the most amount of damage. The stalkers survive and I break through the contain without losing barely any units, considering the army was so much bigger than mine. But the game is not over. I know the reinforcements are coming soon, so I go across the map to see where they are. They're right here. The siege tank already sieged up, so we need to buy more time again. The Terran scans for the positioning. I showed him that I'm moving to the other side of the map, so he would be forced to move forward, and I come back with the Stalkers immediately. Type additional Marines for free, without losing any units. Making sure that the siege tank doesn't get a shot on my Stalkers while I'll try to deal as much damage as possible. I see 2 siege tanks here and 2 Vikings. It's not a good situation for me, but I go around with the Stalkers to try to catch the reinforcements. The Terran does kill one of my observers again, so I'm again completely blind and I have to assume where the army is going to be. The Terran left one of his siege tanks back, thinking that I'm going to base raid him, I suppose. I killed one siege tank and I was kinda greedy going for the second one, but I have to disengage immediately because this is too much for me to handle. Again, I'm checking for the reinforcements from the Terran player, but I think I have enough to deal with the main army with what I have right now. I'm killing a siege tank on the other side of the map. My observer sees that he's not moving in just yet. And I micro and target fire the Marines as much as I can. And go for the base raid with the 6 Stalkers that I have. Because with the shield battery I have right here, I'm confident I can defend the base. I see he's making a command center. That means I have to go for it right here, right now. The siege tank is not sieged yet. I use a super battery and I blink back my individual Stalkers. After sniping the siege tank, I pull the probes. And I try to finish the game right here, right now, because I have Stalkers in his main base. He cannot really overpower through the shield battery and the additional Stalkers, and I managed to win the game without a GG right now. Wasn't this amazing? Thank you guys so much for watching, subscribe to the channel for more, and I'll see you on the next time.